Steve, well, what a show last weekend.
Yeah, it was a good show, and I don't know if we're going to do the top of the bill first
No,
or last.
we'll save that till last.
We'll save it till last, but that was exactly what we thought it was going to be, wasn't it? Yeah.
But it kick-started with a kid making his debut, Dexter McCosey. He had the Louvain bouts test, didn't he?
Yeah, and he come through it really well, didn't he? I like look at Dexter. I've heard lots of things about him, but I've never ever seen him. He's certainly a specimen, isn't he? Which is good to see, because you know they're doing it in the gym when they come in that shape as well.
Yeah.
And I think there's a bit of power in him as well. I know Pucci said he gained his respect, so that was a compliment. Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll do something with Dexter. Obviously a lot of learning still to do, but as for the debut, yeah, very pleased, yeah.
Then we had last minute thrown on the show, Tom Farrell, who ended up having a really hard fight with a kid I'd seen the week before fight, one of our old fighters in Jack Rafferty. And
to be honest with you, you know, it was a risky fight to take for Fazza.
Certainly over 4 rounds.
He's only like a light welterweight. I know he come in heavy on Saturday, but he'd been preparing for completely different style to him. But you know, when you're putting someone on your show with 2 days' notice, it's not hard, is it? So it was either him or no one, and you know, him and his trainer, fair play to him, said no, look, we need to fight. And probably the only reason why we all said yeah, we'll take it is because he needed a win, so that when he fights Masher, hopefully he can do it for the title, the rematch. Rumours that's going to happen in July, so Masher's supposed to be fighting in a couple of weeks' time. Everything goes all right with him. We've got like the big rematch, which everybody from Birkenhead and Liverpool wants to see.
Definitely. But like I say, came through eventually with not too much problems. Then we had, I'm not sure if this is the right one in order, but Nathan Bennett, he was on early, and I like him. He fought Michael Mooney, didn't he?
Yeah, listen, you've got to give Michael Mooney the credit for coming through that. After the first 2 minutes, I just said to someone else, and we better get someone else ready here. This isn't going to go all the distance, because I thought he found his range pretty quick, and he was whipping in shots and getting behind the back of his gloves, and he gave me some terrible punishment. Yeah, but he hurt his hand in the second, and I think that slowed him down a little bit, and Mooney warmed up, and he got through. So well done to Nathan, and congratulations to Mooney. He did well, and you know, he's always good to have on the show. It shows him. Yeah.
You see why I don't think he's only been stopped about 7 times in nearly 90 fights. So yeah, tough man, and he proved it on the night. Then we had Tony Etchinson. But it was Tom, wasn't it? It was Tom.
Mad when I heard him announcing me from Dewsbury, and I know Mike Pass listens to this, so you're a wanker, Pass. So yeah, coming at 7 o'clock when we started at 7:07, it's not professional love, and then getting the wrong fighters. Yeah, but no, Tom Aitchison moved to 3-0, didn't he?
He'll say it won't be his fault, because on BoxRec he's actually got Tony Etchison on there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it's not his fault, but it is, because he knows Tom Etchison.
Yeah, listen, he's getting the blame off me, however it is. So yeah, but you know, he was a little bit frustrating afterwards, Tom, and I don't know why, because he looked good. You know,
he did.
The kids who come know what they're there for, and it's to learn them and then to get through and fight again. And you know, Tom's probably waiting to get the fights where people are going to come at him and leave openings, but they'll come. You know, he's only a young kid. There's no rush for him.
Does everything really correct, doesn't he? Boxes really correct. Throws all his shots correct. I was impressed with him.
Touches well to the body as well, which is good.
He mixes it all well. That's what he does. He's an exciting prospect.
And sells some tickets as well. So you know what I mean.
They go mad, don't they?
Yeah, it's good, you know what I mean. I lost some money on the show, but if we worked for Tom putting a chunk in, it'd have been a disaster. Yeah.
We're doing it. Matthew Rennie. Well, he lived up to his name. He was pretty on fire, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was as good as I've seen him, and I was pleased to see him. You know, in the fourth, he was eager, wasn't he, to try and get that stoppage, and he threw a load of punches, and you know, just a shame, but that kid's hard. I'd seen him go 6 rounds with Jake James and take the punishment, so a stoppage would have been good for him, but he actually looked fantastic with his footwork in the first 3 rounds, didn't he?
And the way he throws that backhand uppercut, it's a lovely shot, and it lands every single time. He's sweet.
Well, that was a good thing about the show on Saturday, wasn't it? He wasn't just a great top of the bill, probably missed a good chief support, but all the kids who were fighting under it are good prospects and perform well, so he was worth doing, you know what I mean? We've moved them all forward, and a lot of them will fight for titles. Yeah,
and soon, I think. Matty Fagan, he had the Abdul Caesar. He's hard, and
he's not just hard, he's a good fighter, you know. He went to the Olympics, and he's one of those that can turn up or not turn up. You don't know what you're getting with him, but he turned up again, and he gave Matty an hard test, which is what I wanted for him, you know what I mean? He's not getting any younger, is he? So we've got to try and get a big fight for Matty Fagan, and I'll be looking for it, and I know that's what he wants. So
I think Matty was struggling with the on the day weigh-in. He didn't like it, but I thought the first 3 rounds he looked fairly in control of the fight, but then he just kept being caught with that long jab of Abdul.
Yeah, listen, that fight will do him no harm whatsoever.
No. Then another kid who impressed us, and he's been doing great all the time, but I think he showed a slightly different side to him with adding a bit of power to his game, was Nathan Qualis.
Yeah, do you know what? He's getting better and better every single fight, and he's doing the things right as well, you know what I mean? He's not scared of going and having tough spars. He's been sparring Yuri Fury a lot, and all that's going to do is bring him on, and probably bring him on better than the fights that he's having at the moment. But kid was durable, he took some punishment, didn't he?
I thought he was going to get him out there, but he was sending his backhand right through the kid's guard, and he looked really vicious. And, you know, I was saying to Tommy's coach that I think in his first 3 or 4 fights he was happy to get, you know, the points win, and was settling for that. Yeah. He wasn't settling for a points win.
Yeah, he was tentative, wasn't he? But, you know what I mean, he didn't have a great amateur experience. He's only a young kid, and he's fighting.
I think he got to the ABA finals, you know.
Did he?
Yeah, inside about 20 fights, he got to the finals.
I didn't realise that, but, you know, no, he's improving, and he wants it, and that's what you need, and you know, people who are dedicated and do the job properly, and you know, take our time with him, and he'll be fine for titles, as I said before.
Now the one that everyone was talking about before the fight, and everyone was talking about after the fight, because it might only have been about 5 minutes long, but what a great 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know what, we all knew it was going to be like that, didn't we? And everyone said, who do you think is going to win? Who's going to think going to win? Now, you get the coin out and toss it. I said, whoever lands down there is going to win. That's how I felt about that fight. One of them was going to go, but it could have been anyone. And to be honest with you,
but almost both of them went.
Yeah. I actually said to that someone before, someone might get off the floor and win this, but when Jay put him down at the start of that second, I thought to myself, oh, it's just one more shot and it's over. And he got a little bit excited, I think, and didn't do the finishing in a clinical way, which ended up with him copping for one while he was loading up, which was a funny one. You know, it took me 2 days till I seen the replay back on yours to see it was the right hand to him, because he was falling over and running to the corner. I mean, I thought his feet had gone and I didn't see a punch, but he's actually hit him while he's on the run there, put him over. The referee's not seeing it either.
Well, it was on the blind side to him, wasn't it? I mean, we all struggled to see it, so you can see why perhaps Matt didn't see it on
I mean, he didn't learn from the last loss of his, did he? He jumped up straight away, you know what I mean? He didn't sit down. The
fighter though, isn't it? That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, I understand that, but he didn't sit down and take the 8, and the referee, to be fair, I can understand him missing the punch, but when he stood up and his legs were gone, he should have realised something had happened, whether it was a punch or a head clash, and just give him the 8 count. Not saying it would have made any difference, it might have made any difference, but they were both gone, and they was both kind of
still
wobbling around, stumbling, for the next 20 seconds until he unleashed that big right, and you know, fair play to him to pull that shot out, and I mean, I was worried for Jay at the time when he went down, because he went down badly, but luckily enough, he recovered really well, which is a testament to the condition he was in. And afterwards, you know,
he nearly had him.
was talking, he nearly had him. He talked about how hard he trained for 8 to 10 weeks, and you know, they were both in tremendous condition. Wasn't
the way I've never seen either of them in as good a shape as they were.
Even though I wanted Jay to win because he's our man, you know, congratulations and well done to Damien. But those two are going to be in good fights as they go on in their career, aren't they?
Without a doubt, it was a great fight to send everyone home. Like I say, not the result we wanted.
Everyone stayed as well because they knew. It's a shame. I mean, Box Nation pulled that for whatever reason.
But they're regretting that now.
They've stopped their viewers seeing a great explosive fight, haven't they? And it's a shame, but we've probably had more viewers now on the YouTube than they'd have got watching it anyway, because we're over 11,000 and it's only been on a day. So you know, people have seen it, and it, you know, I mean,
it's gone a little bit global because we're getting people sharing it all over the place. It's like I say, it was an absolute. It lived up to expectations. Let's put it that way. Didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
And we're going to chat, not today I should say, but I'm going to come back maybe on Wednesday and we'll chat about our next show, which is on Saturday at Bolton.
We're at Bolton on the 21st of March. And
that is going on television.
Subject to it being allowed to go on. You know, we're carrying on with it. The board have said, yes, you can carry on with it. The coronavirus is obviously sending a panic through the world. I'm not a doctor, but I mean, I think there's too much fuss and hype over it. Certainly when you know that there's 10 times as many people dying with the flu than they are with it. But we can only do what we're told, and what the board is saying is, yes, you can go ahead, but be mindful that the government could possibly pull it, and also that they're struggling a little bit to get doctors coming out to mass gatherings. So at the moment, as we sat here, it's on, but it could change. If it doesn't change, Wednesday, me and you'll sit down, we'll go through the 12-fight card, which is very, very good. And if it does go ahead, it'll be shown live on Sky One, Channel 192.
Yeah, which is, what is it, Fight?
Well, it's Fight Network who's going,
Network.
but I forget what the channel's called now. Yeah, so.
Okay, then we'll find that out for Wednesday and let everyone know.
Okay, thanks for coming down, Lee.
Thanks, Steve.
Paso, you're a wanker.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.